Well, we have had some biblical weather here, as you can see. It's just whether I can even get down to the pegs now, because this is incredible. Whoa! Oh! No! Oh, the things we do for flipping fishing. Well, as you can see, the local water that I went on was unfishable. The pegs were all flooded out, and my favourite pegs that I just could not get down to on that right side. So I decided to pack up and head to another local water on the Warrington Anglers Card and give it a bash there. So got to Rixton and all the pegs were fine, which was amazing considering we've had some amazing weather of torrential wind and rain. But all I was catching from here on in was weed. And weed. And weed. And more weed. So after doing a full sweep of the lake, hitting every peg, chucking every lure I had in my tackle box at it, looking at all the hot spots, all the places that I normally fish for pike, using spinners, crankbaits, jerkbaits, deep divers, just everything you could think of I put into that water over the next hour and a half to 2 hours. So then I decided that they just weren't on the munch, so I decided to go home and come back later on in the evening and give it another bash. Right, so I had to go home earlier. I just kind of give up and I thought I'm going to come back in the evening. So it's about 4 o'clock. I'm going to give it 2 hours now till 6, just before sundown. I'm going to give the lures a go again, but I am going to drop a dead bait on this as well because I had 2 hits on this peg earlier on today. So it's a really silty, horrible bottom this. So I'm going to pop up this bait off the bottom. Now, very simple. I make my own pop-ups. As you can see like that. I've actually got a video on how to make these on my channel. So you need a long needle like so. And these are still slightly frozen. I have defrosted them since I've been home, but they are slightly frozen. So I want to be making a cut into the side of the fish with a needle about there. That's about the length of the pop-up. So you just punch into the side and then you feed the needle all the way up through the top like that. You then hook it on and pull that pop-up back through out the side of the fish like that. Okay, with that little loop that's just come out the side of the fish, you're then going to take your trace line, still a bit of elastic on that, and you're just going to thread the swivel end through that hoop there. Can be a bit fiddly, sometimes the barrel can just get a bit stuck, and because the fish is wet and slippery it can be a bit of a faff, but that's gone through first go nicely that. So all you're going to do is pull the trace line through there like so. You're then going to lock your trebles into position, oops, like so. So they've gone through the trace, through the loop that the pop-up's in, and then you lock the hooks into position like that. And I am just going to put a little bit of bait elastic around that to hold them in place, but to be honest the trebles are held by the loop of the pop-up. Tie that to the end of your line. Let's get that baby in. Now, as I said, it is a bit of a silty bottom, so I am going to ledger stem this and keep everything, so there's a foam popper on that as well. It's a free running lead on a ledger stem, and it's just going to keep everything nicely popped up off the bottom of that bed. Now,
I'm going to hit this with some injection oil. I'm going to get this in the water.
So here I've just got my injection kit. You can get these from most tackle shops. They've got an oil and an air one, and I'm using the lamprey oil to just create a sort of a fishy smell, a slick in the water column where the bait is. Although pike are sight-based predators, they can also pick up on these sorts of scents, and it can give it the edge on the right day. So it's always worth injecting your dead baits with some form of oil. As I said, I'm using the lamprey here, but there is many others: sardine, there's mackerel, there's so many different oils you can get. So yeah, give it a go, it may give you the edge. Things were getting desperate at this stage. I'd not had a touch on the dead bait, I'd been chucking lures around again, and this wasn't the water that I remembered, having just rejoined Warrington Anglers. I haven't fished Rixton for about a year, and this place is full of jacks. Like, there must be some big gills still in there, but it is renowned for jack pike, which I absolutely don't mind catching. I absolutely love catching jack pike. But it was getting a desperate attempt this now. I was back to changing lures. I was trying everything I could. I couldn't really move around the lake this time because I was pinned down by dead bait rods. So I was getting desperate by this stage.
So I just changed up the lure to a spinner. First cast and it's banged it. I think it's first or second cast and it's absolutely smashed it. Only a little jack, but I'm well buzzing with that. Fantastic. What an absolute aggressive little bite that was. Just try and get... Lovely, lovely little jack. I'm absolutely buzzing with that. I really am. He's absolutely nailed that lure then, that spinner actually. I put the Fox Rage spinner on and he's just smashed that instantly. After we've been trying all different lures all day. I just had a bleep on me dead bait rod as well there then as well. But yeah, right, let's get this little fella back in anyway. Get in, nice one. Oh, amazing. Right, second jack in the space of 2 minutes. It's a different one. His tail's a bit missing just at the end there. Either way, absolutely lovely. Fantastic fish. They got these powerful fins at the back that drive that speed so quickly, and then they've got these massive teeth. I mean, he's only a baby in, but they've got all them laser teeth just under there as well. You can see all them to hold that bait fish in its mouth. Yeah, what a fish. He put up a little scrap as well, him. So we're gonna get this little fella back. Number 2, it's all kicking off.
So I did stay for about another 20 minutes to half an hour, and that was sadly the last jack that I caught that day. The dead baits weren't touched, but still I'm so glad that I persevered and went back and give it another go. Keeping changing the game, changing your laws, doing different things always pays off in the end. That's my motto. Well, I've just made that up, but that's my motto. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please drop us a sub if you've enjoyed. I've got loads more coming throughout the piking winter season, so stay tuned and I'll see you on the bank soon.